Well, you're back. I'm back. And we're all back for new RAPTORIA here in Farthest Frontier. Well, hello again there, friends and fans. Raptor here, and welcome back to the city as we're getting some Big O construction and some Big O updates done. Be making some changes today to the city by moving a few buildings around and deleting a few buildings that are obsolete and or put them somewhere better by, of course, we can relocate buildings for free. Well, you know, the materials and such can be moved to a new location. And also, of course, we can delete anything and build anything new. Like, for example, these hunter tents that don't really need to be here anymore as we're completing the fence around the little farming area. So we'll move them out over here to where the deer are and continue to grow our settlements. Good to see you all here. Thank you very much for spamming that like button and subscribing to the channel. We've been doing lots of giveaways and such for this game on our channel for all of our subscribers. So thanks again for subscribing. And thank you very much for watching. All right, well, let's go ahead and take a look here at all of our settlements set up so far. Looks like, yeah, nobody's still using that temporary shelter. I gotta say, I've been experimenting with building further and further away from the camp, and it's just more and more seeming like we don't need to build a shelter unless we're like even further than this away. People in our town have no problem walking all this way to like a new part of the map in order to like go gather resources. So over here, lots of deer, lots of things to forage, so we'll probably eventually spread out this way for deer hunting and for gathering a few things with the forager, and also some good fishing there too. Well, anyway, today we're going to try to do as many upgrades with bricks as we can, making tons of clay. We got lots of people in the clay pit, and that's a good thing because, of course, once we mine it all up, we can keep the clay forever. It doesn't go bad or get weird on us, so once we have gathered all the clay, we can kind of reassess the workforce for the clay and maybe put them more on sand so that way we can get some glass going. All right, we got a trader here. Let's see what we got here. Our good friend is staying here for another 40 days, and we've already got some, wow, we already got some great alcohol in storage and also some in storage in the town too. Let's see. He's not really selling much that we need. Bricks would be good, though. Would allow us to do a lot more construction, but we're very low on cash, unfortunately. So let's see. The best we could sell this guy is maybe some clothing, but I would really like to buy some more bricks because of the time it takes to make that. And since we're doing upgrades, it would definitely be worth our time. So let's go ahead and transfer the cash over there. So 267 should come here to be about, let's see if we can get it up to hopefully maybe 300. Maybe we can send over some clothing. Wow, a nice lightning strike. Check that out. Whoa. Oh, man. I have seen lightning hit a theater now, and so I can confirm that every building in the game can basically be lit on fire. Homes are a little bit more likely to burst into flame, but yeah, let's check out our supplies here too, by the way. Oh, pottery and willow are going bad? Oh, well, that's fine. Wow, that was a sweet lightning strike. All right, where were we? Let's go ahead and get some clothing transferred over here. Maybe 20 should do. We'll transfer 20 to the trader, and we should still get the gold transferred. I've seen more and more problems of getting gold transferred. Sometimes we think it happens immediately, or sometimes we think someone has to bring it there, but I've never seen... It seems like someone transports it there, but I've never seen anybody actually leaving a building in order to bring it from the storage to the trader. Maybe that is the case, but I've not seen it. Okay, well, we've got ourselves 610 more bucks, so let's go ahead and buy a bunch more bricks. Let's see. So yeah, the bricks are made, I think, in groups of 15 at a time. I think it is. So, and it takes a while to make, so that's why we made the 2 brick makers. But luckily, we've now got over 100 bricks, and we've got plenty of stone coming in too. Just takes a while to gather. Well, let's take a look now at our hunter cabins. They're still reporting that they can't find any deer, but the population should be increasing. Maybe we'll find some more migrating into the area in the autumn. Let's go ahead and spread out the circles a little bit. We'll still bring in some meat from there, so they'll find something eventually. Luckily, it only takes one person to work on, so we're approaching 150 population. We're almost to 200, and that's when we can upgrade our town hall to level 4. We got to get ourselves a population of 250, so that's kind of one of our first goals. And then the other big goal is to build our large house, but also we need to build the theater. So since we're in the mood for upgrades today, we could actually build our theater maybe down here by this park. and make like a large main street or something where the theater is on, and then buff all the buildings around here. Now, a lot of these buildings are still Tier 1, but they require a little bit more desirability. So upgrading a lot of these parks will definitely do that. And some of these houses here are pretty close for the desirability. That theater is going to spread it a long way. Let's check out the theater. Oh, yeah. Even if we put it down here, it's going to reach all the way up to the corners of the city. That's a pretty good spot for it. So let's go ahead and plop that down. Now, it does appear to need a road, so we'll probably put it here and then put a road across, which means goodbye to the root cellar. I think we'll build it maybe like this. Yeah, we have not enough planks, not enough gold, but we can still deliver most of the materials, and we'll scoot the root somewhere else. We'll probably put it near the market up here, and the fishing areas are somewhat okay, and then somewhat not in the other areas that we've selected. So, oh, well, mostly it's 0 because we've also turned it off, so nobody can fish and can't really assess the fishing waters there. So we'll probably move these maybe down here, and then that way they just need to go up the road to deliver it to the root cellar. Actually, a smoker. So, all right, let's go ahead and start moving some things around for the autumn. It'll, again, take probably about a whole year to do this, but that's okay. A root cellar next to the... yeah, we'll leave this area for a little bit more decoration, then put the root cellar there. We'll add a lot of decor around there. We're also going to build a well here. We got water problems, so let's fix that as well. Cool thing about the wells is that we can upgrade them to Tier 2, and there'll be a lot more... the Tier 1 well already adds some desirability, and the Tier 2 adds even more. Plus, it also gathers water faster. Water collects in the bottom of the well a lot faster. Towers are going to need to be upgraded too. That's going to take a bit more iron to upgrade towers to Tier 2. 116, not bad. But I think we should probably spend a lot more of our time and money on upgrading our buildings so we can get more workers. We're at 16. More workers means we can do more farming. And then, of course, get ourselves some cattle too. It's about time that we get on to getting some cattle. And one thing I can say already is that I probably would like to move the orchard further down here. Maybe in this area between the two different grassy types, right about here. And also, instead of building one arborist that has 3 different types of fruits, we'll do 3 arborists with the 3 different types of apple, pear, and peach. In fact, maybe even we'll move them all the way down here, so that way we can keep all this land for the cows, for their grazing, and then, of course, to add some more farm fields here. We're going to need a lot more big fields in order to make some big amounts of grain to feed all those people that are coming in. And the windmill, making 430. We're going to need a lot more grain for the cows, too. So, yeah, 86. Pretty good numbers, right? We could probably make it until autumn again without too much being lost. And the preservist will be great, too. With all of these berry bushes here, and with all of the... fruits that we can grow, the preservist will be working full-time, so we'll need a lot of people in the town for working in the glass industry. We'll need a lot of people mining sand. I think the glassmaker can hold up to 6, so we'll see how that goes. Hello, ma'am. Welcome. Good to see you. She wants some beer. She buys agricultural products for a lot of money. In fact, let's go ahead and wipe her out. Let's send up another 250. And she also sells us stone, so that's good. So I'll take care of our stone problems for building all of the upgrades that we're trying to go for. So I'll take that, ma'am. Great, so now we've got, we should have over 200 stone here shortly. Actually, I didn't even pay attention to what I bought. I just know I need it. Gimme. All right, let's see. We've got some crude weapons. We've got some coal, shields. Don't really need heavy tools anymore. Weapons get gobbled up quickly. But we should upgrade our Fletcher to Tier 2 so we can get crossbows. That will make the towers almost instantaneously kill raiders. The crossbows are so amazingly effective in this game, especially at the low tier troops. It's going to be ridiculous. So let's find out where our Fletcher is then. Let's see. We have our cobbler here. We have our potter here, cooper here, weaver there. Of course, we got our foundry, which can be upgraded, and our blacksmith forge. And an impending heat wave. Great. Let's see. We can also upgrade our... You know what? What's great is that we can upgrade our woodcutter buildings to Tier 2. So that'll give us a lot more firewood without using as much... Well, actually, it does it much faster. But here's our Fletcher, and the Fletcher upgrade will take... just wood and bricks. So we're going to go ahead and start with that one because that will allow us to get new weapons. And without even really spending much, it's essentially like free, right? The weapons are vastly superior, and we don't have to upgrade any of the towers or really do anything else other than upgrading the Fletcher. There's a one-time cost for the Fletcher, and then, you know, everything's good to go. All right, looks like everybody's getting done with the moving of the root cellar, so that's going to be taken down. Let's go ahead and move our fishing shack. Even on the highest difficulties, you can still move buildings with, I'm not sure what the cost is for moving a building. I don't see, like, half the resources going and, you know, another half of resources need to be delivered again. I'm not sure if that really, truly negatively affects anything, but we'll move those two there. Probably even move those again in the future. And then we'll build that nice little road there for the theater. We'll probably keep the basket shop where it is. We've got a nice little pub there, so good areas for more homes and more decoration. And 9 people wanting to move in. Welcome aboard. That'll take care of some of the shortages. We haven't even started to produce beer yet, so maybe we should also do that. So today is going to be a day of upgrading as many of the marketplaces as we can, which we've already done, and any other desirability-related buildings, because desirability can take a lot. But the main buildings are a great way to get that desirability, such as the theater. Of course, we've already built a school, so that helps. We already built the apothecary, not that, but the bakery. But we can upgrade the healer's hut and get a, with 50 planks and 500 gold, we should be able to get a lot more wood to get that hospital upgraded, which will massively increase desirability and will help us when there's any sort of outbreak of disease, which typically happens from a shortage of soap or a lot of extra waste. So that's just going to be something you'll have to continuously manage in this game as more and more people come in. That's kind of one of the hardest things, is upgrading your town, because, you know, this is why I don't want to sell a lot of soap, and, you know, shortage of water for a little while can hurt. A shortage of soap instantaneously hurts, and, you know, a few other things like medicinal herbs and such will hurt too. Since we're on a more easier difficulty, it'll be less likely to happen, since I'm also playing on a harder difficulty elsewhere. So I'm kind of aware at how things are going to go. Not too much here I want to sell or buy for this guy. He actually does have medicinal roots, though. We only have a few. So let me go ahead and buy a few just because we only have we only have a little bit of cash in the bank. So let's go ahead and buy a few. Well, it's going to be interesting. We really don't have much money at all. Wait, did we buy some? We must have, yeah. We have 15 now, so that's an increase. There's not much I want to sell other than beer. Actually, I think if we did have beer, we must have a brewery up. But we could also make 2 breweries in order to double down on our beer production. So we could have one for our... Actually, you know what? Honestly, 1 brewery probably is enough to fill 4 pubs with beer and then also have more than enough to sell. So we could definitely make a lot of money from beer just with 1 brewery. Let's go ahead and get rid of that road there. Make a new road for the theater. We'll put decorations on either side. This will be a great area for decoration because we can put the park here. Rather, we already did, but we can do the upgrades for the park here, and we can do upgrades for a lot of other structures nearby. We can also put some statues down. This is going to be a great epicenter for the southern part of town, so everything down here will be positively affected. Actually, this almost seems like it could be the middle of town. So that means we could probably build past the tower here, and the theater will definitely directly benefit it. All right, we're going to need a little bit more cash for the theater to be complete, but we are bringing in some good gold from our trading partners, and we'll kind of keep checking them out. Let's see, he's here for another 38 days. We need some gold, so I guess since we'll be continuously cutting down trees, we'll try to sell maybe 100 here just to get some cash. We need something. We need something. Ooh, we just got a bunch of soap. Holy crap. Did we go from like 50 to 100 real quick? All right, let's just go ahead and sell soap as well. He's buying pelts. I'm going to put 25 here. Well, I don't really want to sell this stuff, but since we kind of only get 1 opportunity a year to trade, we're probably going to be best to take it. Nice. Nice amount of beer. Be kind of cool in the screen if it showed you the trends, too, of how much you're actually making and whatnot. Alright, we're getting a little bit of wood in here. Be cool if you could see if you had an upward trend or whatnot. Really what I mean. There's our pelts. Okay, we almost have enough to build our theater. We got people going out to grab all that stuff. There they go. You can see the little wheelbarrows coming back. I really wish this building, even upgraded to Tier 2, allowed for more workers. We can only hire 2, unfortunately, even if I click the plus. And it's the same with the compost pile, too. You can only have 2 people working at the compost pile. Oh, yes, let's sell those items, yep. Sorry, you can only have 1 person working at the compost pile. That's why you got to build 2, is what I mean to say. All right, well, we got 1,000 gold now, so that's at least enough to finish our theater project. And wow, a lot of soap again. Soap's going up again. Maybe it's not as bad as I thought. We are making a lot of kills with our hunter, so tallow is coming in very quickly. And when we get cows, man, 1 slaughtered cow can bring in so much meat. I think it brings in 500 meat. So it's more than anything nature can provide. It's crazy. Just selling a bit more. All right, let's transfer the gold to global storage. And anything else, we'll just kind of keep a little bit of money in there. That's fine. Oh, we're building fire. All right. Well, now we've got plenty of materials for upgrades, and the only thing we're waiting on is planks. Which I guess now that we got a bunch more workers, we'll go ahead and make sure everybody's working there. So we've got 1 woodcutter fully upgraded, fully functioning, and then we've got another backup one working on the side. At a lesser capacity, but still important to keep it going. And there's our fire in the town. Oh boy. Well, they quickly put that out, didn't they? Alright, so just 117 planks required for the theater and 370 gold, so materials should come in shortly. And the forger, you know, honestly, with the forger being there, I may have mentioned this before, we're not going to build on the shoreline, so even if we move all these resources here, we could still get a lot of willow and medicinal herbs and other things there. These are all eventually going to go, but alright, no need to remove it early, I suppose. We can keep gathering resources. Let's actually readjust that. Yeah. Alright, until the area is complete, why don't we just continue to gather resources? Good idea. Alright. The well is now filling up. Very empty, but... and kind of spendy on the iron to upgrade. Oh boy. Yeah, that seems like a lot of iron, but... well, the upgraded wells will provide us with a lot more desirability too, so... desirability increase, increased durability, increased water acclimation, and increased water capacity, so that's a good thing. Almost a must-have for arid regions. Cost 30 gold to upgrade 2. Let's go with it. We'll upgrade 2. 2 upgrades and a big building being constructed. The theater is going to be amazing. It looks like there's a shortage of arrows from the Fletcher being shut down for a little while for its upgrade. Fletcher building looking nice now. Amazing how a lot of these buildings go from medieval to like 1800s, like Industrial Revolution almost, or Renaissance in many ways. But the bricks look absolutely beautiful. And that Fletcher looks gorgeous too. All right, we're going to go ahead and stop making bows. I'm going to start making crossbows now. It does take, there is a little bit of cost for metal for the crossbows, but they are so vastly superior to the bows that, you know, they take wood planks and they take iron. So, you know, we're gobbling up a lot of resources for the crossbow, but it is worth it. Those lookout towers will be instantaneous kill zones for anything that comes near, especially wild animals. If we're continuing to expand to Iron Mountain over there on the western side, Iron Mountain's going to get a lot of... oh, boy. Yep. A couple of towers there is going to get a lot of predators coming over that way. We're going to have to take care of them. All right, since we got rid of a few logs, let's go ahead and cut down some more trees in our way. We'll authorize trees there to be cut. Maybe around the orchard. Love the tree selection thing, too, by the way. Does not cut down orchard trees. It only cuts down like wild trees, so you don't have to panic about accidentally cutting down an orchard when you didn't want to. Alright, looks like we got plenty of trees authorized for cutting, or felling. Excellent. And we may as well upgrade some of our roads now, too. So upgrading the roads will, of course, increase the speed of all deliveries and effectiveness of all services, so that's going to be an important thing. We'll upgrade the little road here. Got another well there we can upgrade a little bit later. Just trying to keep back on a little bit of our iron usage for now. But once we've got some of these upgrades done, then we'll kind of do a few at a time. But next should definitely be the other wells. Now, road upgrades do nothing for desirability, unfortunately, but they will, of course, allow people to move faster through the town. So that means more productivity for all of our buildings that are in the vicinity, basically. And it might increase happiness, too, because people can go to the market faster and then go about their day. There we go. All right, so it looks like hopefully the full town is being upgraded. If we missed a few, they'll be quite easily seen. Yep, so now everybody's on material delivery. What about construction? We got 8 people on construction. That's pretty good. Good population. We have 41 adolescents, so we could have a graduating class of 41 in the next year. Huge. Huge. And we're at 52 out of 164. Now, again, these houses that are Tier 3 do have some unfulfilled spots. So the large houses, when they upgrade, so long as we keep upgrading these houses, we don't have to build out anymore. We can now focus our resources on building up. And we can get all the desirability up, our food supply up, diversity up. Looks like food's going pretty good so far. The orchard's doing a pretty good job of also supplying some extra variety. So the way we built it at the start was pretty good for the time. Oh yeah, we're upgrading the road in front of the theater. I do wish in this game that there was a way to build Tier 2 stuff right from the start. You do have to go through the Tier 1, Tier 2. So like, for example, when we built this large park, it started at, requiring just stone and stuff. So to upgrade it, I guess, yeah, it requires the original stone and stuff like that, and then the costs on top of it. So it's quite a bit more spendy than what you think when you do it all. But anyway, this is another good building to upgrade. 40 bricks and 800 gold. You know, I'm thinking here. I definitely want to upgrade this, and we will. And I'm just thinking, like, it would be nice to see what the desirability effect of that particular building is. The only other way to do it, just to see what that particular building is to go here and just hold the large park over there. So we can see that it pretty much affects everything up to this block, and everything else is affected by the altar there, which is the upgraded shrine. All right, only 15 more planks remain to get the theater done. Beautiful. So we can put a nice park plaza over here, or maybe a pub or something. Whatever we want to do. Look at that hustle. People are moving. Yeah, we got our pub there, but I suppose this pub kind of serves this lower part of the neighborhood, and if we build one here, it'll serve this other neighborhood here, but that's fine. Alright, so a couple of houses are upgrading as well. They require clay and planks. We have our housing automatic upgrade on, so we are now getting longhouses, more longhouses. So population going from 164. Oh, wow, that theater. Oh, that theater exploded the upgrades. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe even more houses that I missed to upgrade. So that's at least 6 more slots, so we're now up to 170. Which is a big jump forward. If we can get all these houses upgraded, that's got to be at least 20 houses. So that's a few more houses we didn't have to build, and a few more markets we don't have to build in order to support them. A few less mills we have to build. Water wells. Well, eventually mills, though, for more people going to have bread. But that's going to be based on the population, not on the houses. But mills will have to be built eventually. So after all these upgrades, we're going to have to definitely move the food around. And our Cooper is going to have to... Actually, you know, we should make sure 2 people are on that Cooper. Cobbler's got 2. I want 2 people on the Cooper now so we can continuously make barrels. Those barrels do have durability, so the good thing is when the Coopers deliver barrels, they deliver them to the root sellers first, and then once the root sellers have been completely filled, then they can start selling them to the locals, and people will buy barrels to store things at home. And then if that's not enough, you can always sell barrels to the traders. As another mark, it's a good idea to note that the traders seem to come in succession in spring. Dude, I can never build anything here. Have you seen all the times I've tried to build a tree here? A tree just doesn't want to build. It's cursed. It's cursed land. Huh. Interesting. Well, worst case scenario, I could put a statue there, or we could put a statue here and increase their desirability around this area, although it's mostly industrial buildings, but it would debuff their debuff. So it would increase desirability for houses that are a little too close to ugly areas. Though people don't seem to mind living next to the fishing shacks. They're okay with that. All right. Beautiful. Gold's coming in. Bricks are going out. They're running out like crazy. Well, we're at 170. We're making more. But the number, of course, will continuously go down. All right, Fletcher. Get another person in there, too. We need some more arrows made. They're getting busy making 2 crossbows, and apparently we have a shortage of arrows, but could mostly just be they're taking a while to deliver. Let's also upgrade these roads here. I've seen arrows go from 0 supply to full supply based on just delivery, so let's take a full look at our inventory on arrows. We probably need more, though. Yeah, we're literally at 0. Okay, no more crossbows, then. Let's go ahead and make... for every 1 crossbow you make, let's make 3-4 batches of arrows. Yeah. Hunters must be hunting like crazy, then. If they're already out like that. That's crazy. They must have found a lot of game. Because typically they don't run out. The clay pit's almost out, though. 337 once that's gone. We're trying to mine that as quickly as possible, too, so we can turn that into farmland. So there's a lot of people on there, but for good reason. And that's kind of the same with all those resources that are finite, that aren't as plentiful. Like, for example, clay. If you gobble it up quickly in store, you can move on to the next deposit, keeping that group busy. As with over here, the mine, we can go nice and slow, because we're going to be here a long time. Once each of these deposits are depleted, we move a short distance to the next one. Wow, can't believe it, guys. The theater is up. It's bopping. Yes, thank you. Thank you, y'all. Thank you. All right, so the upgrade for this one is only 150 planks and only 1,500 gold and 120 bricks. And it, again, raises desirability. And it requires a Tier 4 upgrade to the Town Hall, though. So, not going to be able to do that until we hit the 250 population. Could upgrade the storehouse, although it's not really needing it. But it would be nice. I feel like every building that gets upgraded should raise desirability, even if it's kind of fugly. You know, like, if we have the storehouse in town, which makes sense that it should be near the town, it'd be a good idea that if we upgraded it, it kind of added some desirability where it's not as much of an eyesore anymore. Honestly, it's not to begin with. It kind of is a nice building. It's essentially just a roof on stilts, but, you know, eventually it becomes a nice little warehouse. Okay, we're all right with food. Ooh, actually, really good. We're about halfway there. Not bad for winter. And we're making a lot more arrows, which means hopefully we get more successful hunts, I suppose. We've completed the well upgrades. All well and good. Let's upgrade another one. We'll do another 2 if we can find them. We'll start with that 1, and then we'll go... Well, we could build a statue here, I think. Let's take a quick peek. Yep. We could actually get a statue to fit in here. Wow, some of this desirability would skyrocket to 80 and such. Some of these are at 63, 64. If we upgrade along the lake... Wait, I think those are already upgraded. Oh, yeah, they are. Oh, actually, if we get rid of this small plaza and put a statue here, that'll help a bit. No, the small. Yeah, that one. Alright, we'll put that guy there. Gets the lower part of the town. And we'll have a large park here. Upgradable. Not bad. We'll have a park here, theater there, and then we should do something over here, which should be that upgraded statue. Let's build that as well, so we'll gobble this up. What I really like about building decorations in this game, too, is when the decorations are complete, they're kind of just empty. You know, the people will finish the garden or the park, and it'll be like, cool, bye. And then, like, you know, they've planted some seeds, too, for bushes, but it does take a few years for, like, you know, a few flowers or a few bushes or something to grow. Alright, well, let's plop in that statue. The other one will be too... Actually, you know what? Wait a minute. This one might not be too wide at all. We could put in the big one. Well, we should put in the big one, because that's going to be awesome. Let's go ahead and start getting rid of everything. It is next to the town hall. And honestly, we can still put houses up here, too, to take benefit from that. So even if we put a few houses up here, they're still well within the range. And of course, the bigger the monument, the bigger the range. So it's not necessarily about the level of desirability at the moment. But I guess we are planning out a few moves ahead. If I build the smaller statue, we'll probably upgrade to the bigger one anyway. Alright, so we'll keep our little plaza back here. Maybe we'll put a statue there. But I don't think we'll change much around this area of town. Alright, time for the big statue. Perfect. So yeah, that one's awesome. It's got a giant, what do you call it? Whatever the pedestal is that the statue sits on, and then of course the bust itself is it's a large cast iron like guy on a horseback. So we won't have enough money to finish it, but we will be able to at least start it and deliver the other materials before the traders come in the spring. So that's good. And I think these gardens on the side look pretty good. But we could do... Yeah, these are probably the best, like, 1x3. Well, we'll upgrade those later. Wow, look at that. Houses are getting continuously upgraded. So now we went from, what, 164 maximum to 173, so we've increased by 10? Wow, bringing our house count up to, oh my goodness. Massive progress just from building that theater. The theater helped a lot more houses be upgraded. Now we're at 18. So we're almost to 25, and then that's going to pop the cap up to almost 200. We'll still have to build a few more homes, so we'll probably build them here and here to be closer to the upgrades in the middle, and then also, obviously, alongside the theater, which is going to be instantaneous upgrades too. Only issue there is we're going to need food to feed the people. Wow, only 16 years in, astronomical success. So we're going to need a lot more farms. So yeah, goal now is to upgrade the city and grow the city, and then focus on a little bit more farming as they kind of settle in, but that'll be for next time. Next time we'll do some more farming. We'll have to move the orchard, and then we'll build all those fields at once. The good thing is for building all those fields, if we do it at once, we'll have tons of people. If we set up the farms, a lot of people then will suddenly be hired as farmers, and they'll just be clearing out those fields left and right. All right, so we got a statue to build down by the lake. We've got a large square to build by the town hall. We've got a few things to upgrade near the theater. A couple of parks we can upgrade. Just going to take cash, so we'll keep an eye on the trader for now. Storehouse is good. Yeah, a few things could be upgraded but don't need to. Looks like we've solved the ammunition problem mostly. Take a look at the supply for that. So they worked really hard over the winter and were able to at least get most of the ammo distributed. Wow, they must have had some really successful hunts in order to be out of ammo completely like that. That was crazy. We didn't even change any of the recipe on the buildings, so until now. Well, that's interesting. Oh, do you guys need fish? Alright, now that you guys are moved, let's do some fishing. Get some fishing going down there. And down here. There we go. Alright, a few more fish then. Wow, 400 smoked meat, 117 fish. Wish there was a more reliable way to get eggs aside from foraging. We can get those down by the shore, but yeah, I wish we could get some chickens going. But it looks like it's within the foragers' range, so they'll get eggs soon. Excellent. Now, another thing is the houses will require the 3 food types. The diversity of food will be important, so... Hey, and one of the statues is done, so now that we've got all the population limit, more people might want to move in mass, as we saw like 8 people trying to move in at a time, or 9 or 10, and then that's going to all go towards farming. So we'll try to continue to fill out all the jobs that need to be done in order to make some money, to continue the upgrades, to make room for more people, to then work on the farms. And of course our trader is now here. Hey pal, how's it going? You're buying brewskis? Alright, at a lower price, but fair enough. You're also buying some clothing, okay. We have 74 on our soap. I'll go ahead and sell 50, and then that'll probably take a couple years off the soap sales. Clothing is a little low, beer is a little low. He's selling us iron. Definitely need some of that for the statue upgrades that we're getting. And now we just need cash, so we're going to wait on the soap. We'll wait until that hits 25 then, and we'll sell that. There it is. Alright, sir, that's about it for us, I think. I want to keep beer in supply. Transfer gold back to town. And we'll wait for our next trader. Well, not too bad. Theater looking nice. Obviously, many more areas for upgrade. Just a little bit more gold needed for the statue. Damn, what a great year over the last... what a bustling year for the town. Most activity ever. Seriously, like we built a theater, we built a ton of new roads, we built a bunch of statues, and we've upgraded many a building for production. What nice music. Looks like you'll buy glassware. That's going to be our next goal, too, is once we start to upgrade the farms, the glassware will be perfect timing for taking advantage of all that extra food to then be preserved. So that'll be our plan for that one. We're going to stick to the plan. Things that we're losing, 20 willow, not a big deal. Spoilage, 54 fish, not great, but not terrible. 22 herbs, eh. Great thing is those herbs grow back year after year. Constantly checking to see if another trader pulled up. I don't trust it. Hey, the statue is done. All right. Glory to Raptoria. Down below in the comments section, if you watched this far, get it going. Show some hype for that awesome new statue. And of course, these little bushes I think will grow into trees in the next couple of years, and that's going to bop that desirability up. So now it's going to come down to food types. So everybody who's not upgraded is probably waiting on food. Let's take a look at a few places. A couple of houses over here need a little bit more love, but I think even the smallest of upgrades here and here might even help those houses there. But obviously the big park will be massive too. Still waiting for another trader to come in. Still upgrading the roads. Wow, stone well spent on the road upgrades. Like every road in town is like upgraded. Beautiful. Let's take a look at the transition between stone and yeah, that looks nice between the little wagon road there, which of course the wagon can travel for the trader and for of course our own wagon. All right, 1-to-1 on the food. A little low. A little low. Bum, bum, bum. Wow. I'm in awe at how nice the city looks. It's just nice to make something that's nice. Looks like another trader rolling in. It's kind of weird. Where did they come from? It looked like they turned around in the street. Did they get lost? They must have, like, come from over here or something. Happiness is pretty much full. Pretty close. Spring is always a light time for food, too. In any of these farming games that I've played, whether it be Dawn of Man or this or many others, of course, with winter coming, there's a lot less production, a lot more consumption of food. So it's an interesting time to make sure you've got everything prepared. And this game does a great job of, like, making sure you can upgrade preserves. So cool how instead of producing more and more and more, there's just more ways to take what you got and just make it better. Like, it really truly feels like an upgrade. And it's cool how some of the upgrades are industrial upgrades. Hi, ma'am. How are you? All right, let's transfer a few goods to you. 50 baskets, 50 candles, or 16 candles if we're going to watch the movie. We'll do 20 shoes. We'll want more of those in the future, but that'll come with the cows. And I'll sell 69. Nice. Worth of the other goods. So that's good. Good. Right. Oh, man. All right, waiting for goods to transfer. All right, almost there. Ooh, there we go. Oh, man, she left on us. Ma'am. Oh, no, she didn't. It was the other guy. I got scared. Oh, and 27 raiders. Great. Well, let me... let's trade the gold first and see how well our new crossbows do. This is... Wait, this isn't a bad opportunity. This is a good opportunity. A golden opportunity to test out our new weaponry. We'll wait a minute or two. Let's see where those raiders are coming from. Oh, those poor idiots. Oh, they've decided to attack through the mountain. Now, another good thing we know is that the town hall can also serve as not a shelter for your people, but after some experimentation, we now know that the town hall can actually fire back too. And so now some of these towers might have the crossbows, probably not all, but most of these guys go and die to death. Oh, that means we're going to have to get a barracks too, doesn't it? Hate to say the word bear, but there you go. Fully stocked towers, worth the price. A lot of the raiders already bailing after taking some severe wounds. Some of them going for the storehouse here and dying miserably. I guess they've decided to scout out the newly built theater. They're trying to score tickets to our hottest show. Hey, we had a graduation during the invasion. Congratulations. Oh, and they're deciding to come back now. I guess they didn't find anything at the end of the street, so they've decided to come die some more. Oh, we're getting raided so hard, guys. Oh. Alright, hi, ma'am. Let's do a quick trade while we're waiting. No, I don't want to trade 500, my bad. I wanted to, I'll fix that. Let's sell what we got. My bad, ma'am. I do this so much. Lost track of what I'm doing. Alright, actually, let's store 50 candles here regardless. Okay, yeah, we gotta do some trading, we gotta do some raiding. In this case, defending from the raids as the raiders come back to the town hall, more towers. Absolutely obliterating them. Now, I think most of these are still arrows, so thankfully we produced a lot of those. We still need more, though, missing ranged ammunition here at this building. Woo! Got them, boys. All right, so, yeah, over the next year, we're going to continue to make more arrows, and then we'll probably get more crossbows made. And we got somebody stricken with scurvy. Would love to do an upgrade for the hospital now, so he'll be gone in a few days. Hell, let's upgrade the hospital. That'll be a good desirability bonus, too. We'll build the hospital next to the school, and that'll help us to help immediately or much more quickly deal with disease. So, again, just to cover disease, remember, everybody can heal themselves with just medicinal roots, although it's a much lower chance of success. But then you can also build yourself a healer hut that can take those medicinal roots and their expertise and a few people and be able to take care of them much better, especially if they get grave wounds from an animal attack or from a raider attack. And then even better than that is the hospital with even a higher chance to heal with just medicinal roots and a few other things too. But the best thing ever is the hospital with the apothecary supplying medicine. Oh, those poor raiders. Oh, one guy got away to live this to tell the story. All right, well, good. That certainly went well. But yeah, just keep in mind that even with the most upgrades, you're still not going to be 100% chance to heal all the time. It's much higher, but not 100%. So the upgraded hospital, or the tier 2 healer, which is the hospital, plus the apothecary is still, it's like, feels like a 99% chance, but not a hundo. All right, and look at all those quick cures. Excellent. Now, I think, too, when we upgrade buildings, I believe it kicks people out. So, like, for example, with the trader, we're not able to do any sort of trading until a trade person shows up. So if you upgrade your trader and it's winter, you might not have a chance to sell to them until the upgrades are done in order to transfer things. You know what I mean? So you can't click on the building to then just have things ready and waiting for them. You have to do it once they've arrived, and then you can click on the little green thing, which then allows you to trade more. Couple more candles there, ma'am. We'll keep a little bit of money in there. She's great. She's a wonderful trading partner. She's really good for agriculture. She seems to be living near a mountain. So I'm thinking that she lives near a mountain. There's a lot of mining of stone and a lot of mining of iron. In fact, probably buy some of that too, huh? Maybe some more stone purchased. She leaves in 4 days, so let's just buy what she's got. Having over 100 stone is good. Having iron would be good too, but we're alright on that. Alright, she leaves in a day. Oh, she's already gone. Cool. Well, that's alright. So, yeah, at this point I want to keep over 100 stone, probably over 150 brick, and continue to produce planks. But I think we did a damn good job. Oh, that music, though. And now the hospital is getting upgraded. Fantastic. 50 planks need to be delivered, and that bad boy is done. Oh, and some well upgrades, too. We'll use the stone that we purchased to upgrade that well. And I'll keep kind of peeking around for any other wells. And we'll upgrade them from time to time when we see them. And maybe add some decoration down here for the blacksmiths and such. So they can have a nice road connected to them. Now, we are going to build some houses nearby, but I don't think it'll be too annoying for them. $176 on the population for the limit of maximum upgrade. I'm not seeing any tier 1 houses. Actually, all the way down here, I think. Yeah, that is a tier 1. But, to be fair, they just need another food type, so it's going to come down to the farming now. Let's take a look at free labor. 23. Okay, we still need more people. Oh, that sounded like a lot of upgrades. Let's watch the hospital. Go from the little healer's house to the massive hospital. Hey, very nice. That's a big old building. But it looks very nice. A little more expensive, but we get instant heals now for diseases. So the moment you think you're possibly coming down with the chance of having the percentage of at least one of the possibility of typhoid, you walk in and you're cured before you even sit down in the lobby. Alright, so we're going to keep making more ammunition. I'm surprised to actually see that. We must have a shortage of, well, planks and iron to make the crossbows and just wood to... No, he should have everything he needs plus another worker, so we're good. Oh, there we go. Dysentery. Perfect. First person going straight to the hospital. Alright, we can test it out. It was bound to happen. All right, so more wells to be upgraded if we can find them, but not seeing too many houses with problems in that. We're not having too many problems with soap, right? We've got 90 soap, so that's not going to be a problem. So that's good. Great, so we've got a few more still more berry bushes being moved in. Apparently there's like 6 or 7 more bushes that need to be moved into that line. All right. Whatever. That's fine. All right, goals for next time then is to start thinking about the farming a little bit, moving some of the buildings around, building ourselves a barn for cattle, which we'll get in the future, and, well, we might miss the opportunity, but at least we can prepare for them. So we'll also need a barn, and we'll need wheat, so we need to increase that field. So move the orchard, build a couple of larger fields for the cows. Cows can eat both root vegetables like carrots and turnips, but also can eat grass for the herding to take place, or grazing to take place nearby. And then, of course, we can make ourselves a big old wheat field, and that'll help them in the winter. All right, a few more things to upgrade, but those are production-based, and those are fine. But damn, look at the town now. And more upgrades to be had as soon as we have the cash. All right, thank you guys for watching today's episode. Thank you very much for subscribing to the channel. I'll see you all tomorrow, where things are going to get better, bigger, and more bold than before. See you all soon. Thanks for watching. Take care, and have a great day. Bye, buddy.